Hello, my name is Thomas Allsop and this is my football team management website. We're going to press sign up, enter a username, enter a random password and enter club name as test. Username/password cannot contain spaces or be empty. I'll now delete the space that I added at the end of the username. See if this works. Password must contain a capital letter. I'll add a capital A. Password must contain a number. I'll add a 3. Password must contain a special character. I'll add a question mark. That username is used. I will now change this username to a random username. As you can see, we are now logged in with test. If I press show players, I cannot see any players as I have not yet added any players to my table. Now if I press log out, I have two options, OK and cancel. If I press cancel, it does not log me out. If I press OK, I am now redirected to the sign up login page. If I press login and enter a random account and password, try and log in, it does not let me. If I enter a username that I know exists in the database, but with the wrong password, it also does not let me log in. If I enter the correct password, it now lets me log in. Here we can see the message board. These messages are sorted via merge sort, and they display the oldest message at the top and the newest message at the bottom. If I press show players, I can now see the players that I've previously added to my table. I can only see players from my specific club, as seen with every player having the same club tag, Richmond. I can sort the table columns by initials, date of birth, club, team, date registered and verified. This is in reverse alphabetical order. This is in alphabetical order. Dates from first to last, last to first, and so on and so forth. You can also click verified to see which players aren't verified or which players are verified. Now, if I add a player, you can see that the added player is now in my table as IF. Now, if I search for players, the search uses a binary search to locate the player. Let's search for the player we just added. There we go. We can see all their details. Let's search for another player in our table. Yeah. Let's search for EST. There we go. Now, let's edit IF to IFR, change this date from the 16th to the 15th, change under 12 to under 14, and let's change the photo to a green tick. Now I had to hard refresh as the photo is saved in the cache memory. But now, as you can see, IF is changed from IF to IFR. This is the 15th. The team is under 14. And the player picture is now a tick moved from across. Now, if we search for IF, the old player, it says that player is not registered. Now, let's delete this player. And the player has been removed from my table. Now I'll go back to home and log out. I'm going to log back in with the admin account and we are redirected to the admin page. Here we can see a table with verifications where the admin would enter the messages that are displayed on the message board and the messages themselves with delete buttons next to each of them. Let's enter a message. Here we can see at the bottom, because it's the newest message, the message we just created is displayed. We'll see it on the home page as well. When adding messages to the database, it goes through a queue to avoid technical difficulties and issues. Now let's delete the message, and it's no longer in this admin message board, and neither is it in the home page. Now let's go back to admin page and click on show players. Here we can see all players from every club, as the admin should be able to see every player. Now I can click on the search via the clubs, as the admin can see every club and all their players. The same applies, as you can sort via initials, date of birth, club, team, date registered and verified. When adding a player as an admin, the same applies. However, you can add the player to any club that is in the database. Now when searching for players in the database, the same applies. If the player does not exist, it comes up with that player is not registered. If the player does exist, it comes up with their details. Now, with the verification of players, we can go back to the show player section and check that FV has not been verified yet. And as an admin, you would check if the player's photo is correct, the player's team and date of birth match up, and their initials are correct. If all of this is valid, then you go back, as the admin, you go back to the admin page and you can verify them by clicking this text box, this tick box. Once I've clicked that, as you can see, the FV was removed from the table, and now if I go back to show players, FV has now been verified. I go back to admin page and log out. Thank you very much for watching.